You called your mom last night, didn't you?
How did you know?
You have that look.
I called her 4 times. I just needed to hear her voice. Is that strange?
No, that is very normal.
I love it here. I really do. But some days I don't know, everything feels far away.
There is a word for that feeling, you know?
Yeah. Homesick.
Homesick.
Welcome back, everyone. I am Daniel.
And I am Sofia. And I am a little homesick today.
Yeah. If you have ever lived far from home, or if you are living that right now, this episode is for you.
This conversation will cheer me up.
Stay with us. Let's talk about it.
English over coffee. Take a sip. Come talk with me. Learn a little every day. Stay a while and feel carefree.
So, Sophia, homesick. Let's start with the word itself. What do you think it means literally?
Well, home is home, and sick, I always thought it was strange. You are not really sick. You do not have a fever.
Right, but in English, sick can also mean a deep, uncomfortable feeling, not just a physical illness. So homesick means you feel a kind of pain because you miss home.
It is like your heart is missing something.
Exactly. And it is not just about a place. When you are homesick, you miss the people, the food, the sounds, the way things feel. Everything together.
Yes, for me, it is not just my home country. It is my mother's kitchen, Sunday lunch with my family, the noise, the sun coming through the window.
Those small, specific things, that is what homesick really is.
How do we use the word? Because I want to make sure I say it correctly.
Good. So, homesick is an adjective. You say, I am homesick, or I feel homesick.
I am homesick. I feel homesick.
And you can make it stronger, I am really homesick. Or softer, I'm a little homesick, like you said this morning.
I am a little homesick. Yes, that was exactly it.
And in the past, I was homesick. Or she was homesick for months after she moved.
What about he gets homesick?
Yes, perfect. He gets homesick every time he travels. That means it happens a lot. Every time he leaves home, he feels it.
So I feel, I get, all work.
All work. And there is also a noun, homesickness. You can say, homesickness is very common in the first year away from home.
Away from home. Yes, that is exactly what it feels like.
And you can also say, she studied in another country. He worked in another country for 2 years.
I live in another country. I never really stopped to think about that, but yes, I do.
Now, homesick is the main word, but there are expressions around it that are just as important.
Like what?
The most common one, I miss. You use it all the time. I miss my family. I miss the food. I miss the way things were.
I use this one every day, I think. I miss my mother. I miss the coffee from back home. No offense, Daniel.
None taken. The coffee from back home is excellent.
It is.
And miss works in different ways. You can miss a person. I miss my sister. You can miss a place. I miss my city back home. You can miss a feeling. I miss feeling at home.
And in the past, I missed her so much when I first arrived.
Exactly. Missed in the past. Very natural.
What about when the feeling starts to get better? Because it does get better. At least for me it did.
Good point. There's a great expression for that. To get used to something. It means something that was strange or hard starts to feel normal.
Like, I got used to the cold winters.
Or, it took me a while, but I got used to living alone.
A while means some time, not a specific amount.
Right. A while is flexible. It can be weeks, months, depends on the situation.
And there is another expression I hear a lot. It grows on you.
Oh, that is a good one. It grows on you means something you did not like at first, slowly you start to like it, or even love it.
Like Cape Cod winters.
Did Cape Cod winters grow on you?
A little. The fireplaces help. And the coffee.
I'll take that.
Can I tell you something? About when I first arrived here?
Please.
So, I moved to Cape Cod 3 years ago, and the first winter was very hard for me. Not because of the cold exactly, but because everything was quiet. Back home, even in winter, there are people outside. There's noise, there's life. Here in November, December, the streets are almost empty.
Yes. In winter, the tourists are gone. The streets are quiet. It is very different from summer here.
I remember calling my mother one evening. I was sitting in my apartment. It was dark at 4 in the afternoon, and I said, I think I made a mistake. And she said, you have been there for 6 weeks. Give it a year.
And she was right.
She was completely right. By the second winter, it felt different. I had friends here, I knew the place, I got used to the quiet, and now I actually like it.
The quiet grows on you.
It really does. But that first year, the homesickness was real. I missed everything, even things I did not like back home.
That is so interesting. When you are homesick, you miss even the bad things.
Even the traffic, even the noise, because it was familiar, and familiar feels safe.
That is one of the truest things I have ever heard about homesickness. I have never lived in another country. I have always been here, in Cape Cod. But I have seen homesickness many times in this cafe.
Really?
This place gets a lot of people who are far from home. Students, workers, people who moved here for someone they love. And sometimes they come in alone, they sit by the window, and you can just see it on their face.
That feeling.
Yes, and sometimes they start talking. I had a customer last year, a young man from Brazil. He came in almost every morning, very quiet. One day he said, I feel stupid. I have a good life here, but I'm so homesick.
Why did he feel stupid?
Because he thought he was not supposed to feel that way. He had a good job, a nice apartment. He felt like he had no reason to be sad.
But you can have a good life and still feel homesick. The two things can exist at the same time.
Exactly. Having a good job, a nice apartment, that does not make the feeling go away.
What happened to him?
He stayed. He is still here. He met people, he found his place. Last time I saw him, he seemed happy. He said Cape Cod grew on him.
It has a way of doing that.
You know what I find interesting? People think homesickness gets better because you forget home. But that is not how it works, is it?
No, it gets better because you build something new. You do not forget. You just have more. More people, more places, more mornings like this one.
More coffee.
Exactly.
And one day you realize you are not only from one place anymore. You are from 2 places now. And that is a good thing.
That is a good thing. Yes, I like that.
When did that happen for you? When did you stop feeling like a visitor?
Honestly, the day I gave someone directions on the street. A tourist asked me how to get to the beach, and I knew. I just knew without thinking. And I thought, okay, I live here now. This is mine too.
That is a beautiful moment.
It was a small moment, but it meant everything.
That is usually how it works. The big things in life often start with a small moment.
So, if you are listening to this right now and you know this feeling, we want to hear from you.
Tell us in the comments, when did you stop feeling like a visitor? Or what is the one small thing you miss the most from home?
It does not have to be something big. Sometimes the small things mean the most.
We read everything.
And if you are still in that first year, the hard one, just remember, it gets better. Give it time.
Feeling better?
A little.
A little. Yes.
Yes.
Good.
When I first came here, I thought homesickness meant I had made the wrong choice.
And now?
Now I think it just means you loved where you came from.
You don't miss the place. You miss feeling like you belong somewhere.
If you are living far from home right now, tell us in the comments.
What do you miss the most? See you next week. Same cafe, more coffee.
Take care, everyone.
See you soon.
A little every day. Stay a while and feel